Hi everybody, David Ireland here. We're here to test out the new boosted board. This is actually the second iteration of this board. And it goes about 22 miles an hour, and if you can come up a little bit closer, you can kind of see the engine. It's actually a belt-driven, it's a little heavy, it's about 15 pounds. It's a belt-driven motor, and you charge it up here, pull this thing out. Charges actually almost 80% in about an hour, so if you need to get a coffee break and you're using this to commute, you can pop it in, do a little work on your laptop, and within an hour you have about 80% of your charge. It is powered with this remote control. You can see I hold it in my hand. That's the funky thing about this, is that, you know, it's not intuitive to ride a skateboard with a remote control, so you have to kind of wire your brain to work with this thing. So as you can kind of see, if you come a little closer here to see the remote and how it works, you need to pull down on this trigger here. That engages it, and forward sends it off like a rocket, backward reverses it and actually acts as brakes. But you need to be really careful, because if you come to a stop and you reverse, it's going to send you backwards really, really quickly. So this thing is capable of going up to, again, to 22 miles an hour. You got to be super careful. I'm not wearing a helmet today, but if you're going to be planning on going that fast, I probably would recommend it. Another nice thing about this board is you can see the big orange wheels. These things can really absorb a lot of pavement. Not really great for off-roading like the one wheel that we've seen, but this handles most concrete surfaces pretty well. And another thing nice, you can kind of zoom up and see the board here, is that it's a bamboo deck, so super flexible. And I'm going to kind of roll backwards a little bit, but you can kind of see how much play this thing has, which makes it great for carving and really gives it kind of a feel of a snowboard, which is something I really like because I'm a snowboarder. And so if you're a skater, it's going to get it takes a little getting used to just because of the hand control, but it's about 15 pounds total, so it's got a little bit of girth to it. So if you're rolling around, it can be pretty decent to commute on, and it's pretty easily stowable. So if it's something that you're using for your primary mode of transportation, it's great. And price is about $1,500. So I'm gonna take a couple spins on this thing. It's great on inclines, it's great downhill, you have full control, so let's take a look. So you can see I'm gonna kind of ride it like I would a snowboard, kind of lean into it a little bit more. Not going too fast. Really nice feel on this thing. As you can see, I'm going up a gentle incline, handles it with no problem. So you have a long commute to work. This is really going to help you out. Another really cool feature about this board, if you happen to fall off and stumble forward, it comes right back to you. Good board. Final thoughts on the boosted board version 2. Really love it. An amazing piece of hardware, priced a little bit on the high side for most people, but this is a best-in-class situation. So if you're going to be riding it all the time, commuting with it, it's a really, really great electric skateboard. Also great for training if you're a snowboarder and gets your balance back. It took me a little while to get used to it, and controlling it with a remote is a little bit of a trip. Another thing I would like to see is a kicktail on the back of the board. If you can see on the bottom, it's all flat. I'm used to having a kicktail on my skateboards, so it's something they could build into future generations of the board. That would be super cool. But remember, always be super safe when you're starting it. It takes off like a rocket, so ease into it. You can see it gets fast really quick. And also be careful of the braking. That's another really important point, because I took a couple of spills off this thing just today, and just being casual. So if you're in a dangerous environment like a street with cabs and stuff like this, really, really get good on this board before you take it out, with traffic and stuff like that. I wouldn't even recommend that unless you're close to a pro at this thing. And remember, always wear a helmet when you're out riding in traffic, because it's inevitable you're going to take a spill. I'm David Ireland, and this is the Boosted Board 2. Thanks for joining us. I think it's kind of fitting that I ride off into the sunset, so take it easy.